Alright, we're back. It's been a couple days, been waiting on parts. Also, I know I'm dirty, I know there's a lot of wind noise, but it is hot today and also a very long day at work, but we're gonna get right back into it. Today, the rear main seal and the rod bearings came today. So hopefully we can get this thing back together and in the car. Maybe I can actually, move on with my life, because this has been a process, more of a process than we obviously anticipated when we only thought we were putting a timing belt on it. And here we are. Ready? Yep. Made sure we lightly smacked every piston head with a big ass hammer, we're good. So we're at about the halfway point. I got the old pistons and rods out. Well, the ones we're using out. So the car leaked a lot of oil. Every single Honda single cam does that though. But he also noticed it burnt a little bit of oil. Well, we found the cylinder head had been resurfaced and hot tanked and all that stuff. So I was like, well, you know, it could be that, but also probably shouldn't be that. The guy that did it, I guess, at least tried to do it right. I don't know, go through all that work and over tighten the tensioner and all that stuff, but it makes no sense to me. But he complained of it like very, very lightly smoking sometimes. So I thought valve seals or piston rings were bad. Well, I found when I pulled the piston out that two of the cylinders, the first and second ring, the gap was straight together. And if you watched my past video, like one of my first ones about me building my motor, you'd know that they have to be offset. I usually do 180, but usually it's, you know, like that with all the rings. Otherwise, it lets a little bit of oil seep into the cylinders and then it burns it off. So when I put it back together, I'm gonna make sure they're actually angled properly. I'm looking at the cylinder walls. Nothing but normal wear. All the bearings, nothing but normal wear. The crank looks good, so I think we'll be all right. I'm just gonna slap some bearings in it, torque everything down, and try to get it back together. So, long story short, it was a pain to record and do it. So, I just put the motor together. Sheesh. After a whole lot of work, we got it sat in there. We still got to do cooling system and stuff, but everything else is good. Go ahead and start it. Kyle's gonna start it so you can hear. Well, first drive didn't go as planned. The ball joint fucking stripped. We were gonna replace it later, shortly. And we're like, it'd be good for a first drive.
He said, nope, now.
So I want a new ball joint now. It's all right. It tore the axle, hurt the ball joint, but we can We got an axle with us. A buddy at the house is going to bring the truck, Jeffrey, and then we're going to jack it up right here and throw an axle in it and put a proper nut on it, and hopefully it stays to get to the house, and then we'll get a new ball joint for it and get that taken care of.